Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So Sammy and EJ, they are back together. Lucas tells Sammy, so you just gonna sit there and let him talk to me, throw shots at me, and you going back to your abusive husband that controls you and tell you when you can burp, fart, or all that. You going back to him, right? So you not gonna try to make it work with us. You gonna go back to your husband that you know bosses you around like you a child. Sammy, as much as I love EJ and you together, Lucas have all the points and saying all the right things. However, Lucas, you already had your bite of the apple when it comes to Sammy. You're not tired of that apple yet. I'm just a little concerned here. You ain't lying when it comes to EJ and Sammy. They are toxic together. They are good together when it's good, and when it's bad, it's all the way bad. I agree with you. I like them together. I like them together. However, Lucas, you're speaking on emotions. You're speaking on emotions and you speaking with your heart involved. Like, you need to save Sammy or protect Sammy for her abusive husband. You asking EJ, where was he when Sammy almost got killed? Sammy was being held hostage. Um, when Kristen did what she did to Sammy, you asking EJ where was he? Last time we checked, EJ was in Rome. Last time we heard he couldn't walk. So the fact that he walking and he has some medical problems should tell you where it was EJ. And you know EJ coming to town talking about something. He come to get his wife back. We already know that's not the case. Even though EJ like to keep Sammy on the short leash, I think he going back out to Demara. And I always know this one thing with the Demaras. I always know this one thing. It's money involved when it comes to them. We haven't seen Tony, EJ, Kristen on the run forever. We have yet to see all of the mirrors together. It's funny how EJ comes to town, the so-called supposed to be getting Sammy, and here come Tony telling him to take back over the reins of the mirror. We don't want no, well, he don't want no mechanic taking the company down cause Tony liking his lifestyle, living off of the mirror money. He don't want to work because he's scared if he work again, that's gonna take away from him and his Anna time. So Anna already expressed how she feel with him taking the reins of the mirror. In fact, I don't think she entrusts him as far as he can throw him, and he wouldn't have a leadership role like that. So Chad out. Jake is the only one the mirror that's qualified for the job at the moment. Now, if EJ come back, Shin might change his mind and give EJ the reins automatically. It ain't no question about it. I can see Shin giving EJ the reins. EJ said we going back to Rome, then later on change it after talking to Tony and says, pack your bags, we leaving. Not leaving, going out of the country. Basically, we staying in Salem. So you staying in Salem, you're going to take back the Mara Enterprises away from Jake because Tony didn't express the way he feel about Jake running the Mara, and he feel like it's only a matter of time before he runs the family company in the ground, but you enjoying the perks of Jake and what's going on, even though he got Kate helping him, but Kate got other motives and she can't have Jake, so I'm guessing she gonna run him in the ground, but this is about EJ at the moment, so EJ gonna stay, I'm guessing. Gonna run Demara. Gonna make Tony happy. Sammy. She trying to get away from Lucas. She basically fighting her feelings. Then got caught kissing Lucas by her mother. The fact that you got to explain yourself to your mother after she caught you and Lucas lip locking. Then you goes on and tell her, that's my husband, I love him. I want to be with him. I want to make it work. We had hard times together, but I see potential there to stay with him. I know me and Lucas can make this thing work, but I don't want to go there. I want to try and make me and my husband work, even though we done had bad past and good past with EJ. I'm still going to make it work, even though I didn't caught feelings for Lucas. And how you gonna keep that dangling? I almost called you Nicole. How you gonna keep that dangling, Sammy? If EJ stays in Salem, Lucas there in Salem, you already then got caught kissing Lucas one time. What is it to say he won't catch you again? Because you already know, like EJ said, you thought you had the whole Xander thing under control. You didn't realize EJ has people looking at you, and he said, oh, I knew you was going to take care of Xander. Xander is a two-bit thug. I know you can handle him with no problem. He wired the money, then turned around and rewired the money back and said, nah, he ain't getting no payoff off of me. I'll take care of Xander. We leaving. We thought we was going out of the country. We're no longer going out of the country. In fact, we're staying in Salem because EJ got business, meaning I guess keep Lucas in check and also take care of Xander. Okay. I just want to know how you gonna keep that dangling, Nicole? Cause I mean, Sammy, cause we already know your feelings for Lucas is strong at the moment. We already know that you done had two kids from him. Somehow you still fall under the Lucas trap. Lucas keep on talking to you. It's only a matter of time before you catch feelings. You didn't kiss the man. If your mother wouldn't have walked in on you, you probably would have gave him some more. So good luck, Sammy. You talking about Nicole and her cheating ways. You weren't too far from behind Nicole, and I guess you're trying to compete with how many times Nicole then cheated. At this point, I don't know why would you go back to Lucas, but okay. You kissing him like you want to kiss him where you miss him. You don't want to leave, but you know you got to leave Salem. And Salem it is, and you already know Lucas gonna be on you like hot grits. I'm just waiting for the fallout at this point. I'm just waiting to see how this gonna go. How you gonna keep that dangling? How you gonna keep Lucas and his feelings under wraps? You know Lucas got a big mouth, and you know basically Lucas gonna say what he gonna say, and he don't care how you feel about it. And you already know that Lucas already told you that he got feelings for you, so how are you gonna plan on keeping all that dangling and trying to keep EJ happy at the same time? I don't see that working at all for you, and basically you gonna get caught up just like Nicole gonna get caught up. And Nicole, you made the worst mistake possible trying to get Xander that job at Basic Black. I don't know why would you do that. I would have preferred Xander go ahead and tell on me than to have him working for. He held me hostage. All that stuff he done did to Eric, including you, holding you hostage where you almost died, played around with your child, had you pretended that, well, he pretended that your child died and you slept with him one drunken night. Now he got the upper hand over you. Now you giving him jobs. And Brady, I can kick you in your head for even agreeing with it. It should have been a hard, firm no when it came to Xander. You chose to give Xander a shot. You chose to go ahead and say, well, it's only a matter of time before he mess up and you know he'll be fired and I'll be able to escort him out the door. Nicole, Xander still got that taste on his tongue when it comes to you. That taste ain't going nowhere. It's only a matter of time before Xander talk back under your clothes again. Better yet, expose you for the cheater you are to Eric. Try to blackmail you into sleeping with him again because Xander wanted you. He finally got you. I'm pretty sure he can do it again. While you choking him with his own tie, trying to drag him out of basic black, you want that man just as much as he wants you. Or better yet, he can talk back under your clothes whenever he feel like it. And I don't understand why you won't go ahead and tell Eric what happened. You've been known as a cheater anyway, so what difference does it make if you go ahead? I never understood that about you, Nicole. Why you wait the stuff get hard? Why do you let people blackmail you so easily? Why must you always lie and try to protect that lie by any means necessary and end up getting caught, making it 10 times worse than what it could have been? I'm pretty sure you can call Eric or email Eric and tell him and explain to him how this happened. Well, good luck on the explaining part because you did that because you didn't like the fact that Avery and Rafe was trying to date. They ended up dating. Your jealousy got the best of you, which is why you got drunk tonight. And so it ain't no explaining. Never mind, I said explain. There's no explaining. There's no explaining. There's no excuse on why you got drunk and decided to sleep with Xander. Out of all the men in Salem, you chose your sworn enemy. So no, there's no, explaining. You can explain that away no matter how hard you try. I almost think you can tell the story correctly or come up with the correct lies to try to convince Eric, why would you sleep with this man after everything he done did to you, Eric, Brady, and all that. And Brady, Eric gonna be on your behind too because you the one that gave him the job that made him stay closer to Nicole to harass and bother her. And Brady gonna catch you at even more awkward moments, Nicole, because Xander don't know how to take his foot off the gas and don't know how to think with common sense to know when he's winning and know when he need to stop or let something go. So y'all have fun together. All y'all have fun together. Enjoy yourself. Paulina. I see that guilt coming back to bite you in the behind. That guilt that you said that you was going to have to turn the square into businesses, black-owned businesses, LGBT businesses, all that, all that. You explained to Abe, all that. You know how you was planning on turning the square into a booming business. You know that lie you told Abe. I see it's coming back to bite you in the behind, and sooner or later you either gonna crack under pressure or you gonna go ahead and think you gonna rush and do what you got to do and don't have no remorse. But Abe got feelings for you. So you gonna play Abe and then lie behind his back, or you gonna go ahead and try whatever feelings you got for Abe and seeking you sleep with him to get what you want. Which one you gonna do? Because Abe is crushing hard for you, even though his mind is telling him, no, I can't do it. You basically my daughter's aunt. It's too close to family. Valerie involved in this also. So it's too close to home and a whole lot of messy business going on with Abe on why he shouldn't date you. And he's fighting his feelings hard for you, even though you can tell Abe is crushing hard over you. So are you going to lie and backstab Abe, or are you going to play into your feelings and his feelings and stab the man in the back? The back or the front, Paulina? Which one you going to stab Abe? You going to stab him in the back, or you going to stab him in the front like a woman? Because we already know that turning that town square into businesses, we already know that's a lie. We already know once you get started, it's going to be too late. You know what? Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do what you're gonna do to the town square. Maybe this will put a fire under Abe, and maybe he'll do what he's supposed to be doing, like getting rid of trash. So you know what? While I'm thinking about it and while I'm saying it out loud, Paulina, go ahead and stab him in the back. Go ahead and use and abuse him. Abe need a little fire under his butt because Abe have gotten a whole lot comfortable being the mayor and knowing that he ain't got nobody to compete against him as mayor. So he done got too comfortable, and you notice either watching the episode over the years, Abe has slacked up a little bit. Abe not doing what he's supposed to be doing. Abe not doing, you know how Abe used to be strict about the rules, the policies, and all that. Y'all know how Abe used to be. Abe will have a whole argument with you over right and wrong. You notice how he never had that speech with none of them. And Slow Salem PD talking about this with trash, nobody. So you know what? Go ahead and use him, Paulina. Maybe this will put a fire under his behind, and he'll realize don't get too comfortable being mayor. Because trash gonna take you down regardless. She done done that so many times, it's not even much funny. So if you gonna let an unknown person that you done caught feelings for coming to your town that you done been here for years, come and destroy a momentum part, a moment, I can't even say the word, a good part or a great part of your town or your city, and gonna let her turn, you let the money walk on all over you, basically what I'm saying. Basically, you let a millionaire come into town and play you, use and abuse you, and take over your town, and turn it into her dream, not your dream, or what's best for the people that's in the town. You let somebody come in here with money and played you for a sucker and a fool, and basically turned your town into whatever she wanted to. So maybe this will be your wake-up call, Abe. So Paulina, while I want to get on your behind, I changed my mind. Go ahead and stab Abe in the back. Maybe this will wake Abe up and let him know that he's getting a little bit too getting a little bit too comfortable sitting in that mayor position, slacking, not watching out for the city, basically letting the crime rate go up high, letting criminals walk in and out of Salem, basically letting all this crime happen under his belt. And Jan, I don't see her stopping no time soon. She gonna wake up, her hands started moving, well, her fingers started moving today. So she gonna be back to her crazy self. So you know what? Go ahead and use him, Paulina. I changed my mind. I'm gonna give you a pass today. I'm gonna give you a pass because this will wake him up. This will teach him a lesson. He'll learn to don't be slacking on the job. And he will know to always keep your eye on the prize and never let it go. That's why I always said Abe got too comfortable as mayor. Even when Jack was trying to compete as mayor with him, when Eve was playing with his brain, Abe was shaking in his boots the whole entire time. He thought for sure he was gonna lose the mayor position to Jack, even though he didn't win. But Abe was scared, and he had some real competition he was once scared of. So we can get that Abe back that's supposed to be doing his job and not slacking. When the last time we seen Abe in the mayor's office? Do anybody know? Because I see him walking around, talking, having relationships, doing everything. I have yet to see Abe in the mayor's office, and God knows when. So maybe this will wake him up. So I'm going to give you a pass. Um... Well, basically, Allie, even though Paulina wasn't feeling you, then she changed her mind and said, okay, I like you or whatever. Big Mouth then basically told on you that y'all kiss and Chanel really feeling you, Allie. I don't know if you feeling her like that. It's hard to read you at times, and this is one of the times where I say it's hard to read you, whether you gonna go there or not, or you gonna try your first experience with a woman. You kissed her. That was the first step. So now that Paulina knows about this, yeah, a whole lot of people finna know about it because Paulina got a big mouth too. So good luck with that. Belle, you know, I was going to go easy on you today. But then I thought about it. No, I'm not going easy on you today. You want Jan out of your life, you had ample opportunity and you had the means. It was either Jan go to jail or your father go to prison. I told you how I felt several times. I'm going to say it one more time for the road. You should have gambled and rolled the dice. You basically had Jan exactly where you wanted her. But it was at your father's cause. Rather, if you decide to roll the dice and the dice happen to roll on your father going to jail and Jan being set free, I think I would have rather took that chance. You didn't let Jan go with that chance. Now look what she done did. Then almost killed you, then almost killed your daughter. She had Chloe, almost killed her. She wanted to set your husband up, Claire dad, to burn her up in the same cabin. She causing a whole lot of rampage for you. And while you thinking it's over between you and Jan, it's far from over. Like I said, you should have took that dice and you should have rolled them and you should have hoped and prayed that you got lucky. As a lawyer, you take chances. You being a lawyer, sometimes it's an easy job, sometimes it's a hard job. You being a lawyer, you should have been rolling that dice and you should have been playing around with the situation of what if this happened, what if that happened. Try to give your dad the best way and the best outcome to come from under his situation. Besides sitting up there letting that agreement that you and Belle signed to let that thing go, then she caused this hell in your life. So I'm just saying, Bill, I think I would have rather rolled the dice. I'm just saying, cause you're not gonna get rid of her. And basically, you had her after what she did to your wedding, but your dad choking her out, that kind of put a little curve stopping that plan. But like I said, John thought he had all the cards in his favor. He didn't really have too many cards. Not, like I said, I think I would have rather took the risk than to let John. I think I would have took the risk of John going to prison rather than getting her and letting her face all the crime she did to me. I think you would have had a fair shot at Jan going to jail over your daddy. Your dad was defending you even though he assaulted her. How would somebody react to somebody saying, I killed your daughter? Any father, they're going to react the way John had. So, like I said, I would have rather took the risk. That's just me. I would have took the risk. Sometimes in life, you have to roll the dice and hope it works in your favor. If John would have had to go to prison over this, I'm sorry. I would have had to prosecute her. Or at least try. I would have had her going to trial. I would have had her defending herself. I would have rather took that risk than to send her get a not guilty plea than to not sit there and fold my hands, have her sign some type of agreement that she'll let that go, I'll let that go. For what happened at my wedding on my special day, she ruined your whole wedding and basically got away with it by signing an agreement. So, Jan, you're going to have to live with that one. Literally, you're going to have to live with that because she ruined your whole wedding, your whole special day, and basically you did nothing. The Bachelorette is in play. Brady and Phillip competing for Chloe's love again. Now, Brady, didn't you just end things with Kristen not a week ago or 2 weeks ago? Now, why are we leaving that horse and jumping on a new horse, the Chloe horse, trying to, Brady, just sit your behind down somewhere. And Phillip, you sit down too. You ain't gonna get a pass neither. Why are y'all still running behind Chloe? Can Chloe please find her a man that she don't have history with, whether it's good or bad? Can she at least find her some fresh men in Salem besides y'all two morons, idiots running behind her? Brady, it's a no. After what Kristen did to her, you honestly think you got a chance with Chloe? Still? after what Kristen put her through, that alone should have told you, let me sit my behind down somewhere. Philip, your uncle does not like Chloe. He can't stand her. He hates that he has to breathe the same air with her. Now, are you going to go back to your apartment and take care of Chloe, or are you planning on going to the mansion to take care of Chloe? Now, if you're going to your own little private apartment, fine, go for it. If you moving back in the mansion and we got to deal with Victor calling himself, calling Chloe everything besides the child of God, then you need to sit your behind down too. And you need to move on too with your life. Don't nobody want to be healing for what I done went through, a gunshot wound, and how this old man over here calling me everything but a child of God. Don't nobody want to go through that. This one's supposed to be relaxing and healing, not being harassed by an old man. Why would you want to put somebody through that? Don't nobody want to go through that stress dealing with Victor on a daily basis. You said it's so many rooms, Victor won't know she there. She'll never run into Victor. Yes, she will run into Victor eventually. And when she do finally run into Victor, Victor is not going to be very happy. And you know Victor, he already miserable. Why not make somebody that's living under my roof just as miserable as I am? For crying out loud, this woman is dealing with a gunshot wound. She's healing from it. Now, why would you want to put somebody through that trauma or dealing with an old man that shoots off at his mouth and say anything that comes to his head? Why would anybody want to deal with that on a daily basis? So, Philip, I'm here to tell you, sit down too. Let that woman get her private note. Better yet, if y'all want to help Chloe, if y'all really, really, really want to help Chloe, let that woman go back to her hotel, apartment, whatever she living in. Y'all hire her the best doctors or nurses possible to take care of her, and y'all just come and visit her. How about that? Why don't y'all put y'all money together and come up with good doctors to take care of her, or nurses to take care of her? Make sure she won't need for nothing. Whatever she want, y'all pay for it. Why don't y'all just do that? Besides having her deal with Victor, besides her going through the trauma of dealing with you and knowing that your crazy wife tried to kill me, had me in the trunk suffocating slowly. Why would I want, like I said, if y'all want to help her for real, why don't y'all just go ahead and put y'all money together and hire her a good nurse to take care of her and tell her whatever Chloe wants, you're going to go out and get it for her. I don't care if she want a hot air balloon ride. You make sure she get on that hot air balloon ride and make sure she have a good time. Why don't y'all do that for Chloe? Save her that way besides saving her with y'all love. How about that for a change, Brady and Philip? That sounds a lot more better to me than y'all falling for her all over again, knowing that it will never work out for y'all. Knowing that Kristen is on the run, but trust and believe, if she hear that Brady and Chloe together, oh, she gonna come back to Salem, and she gonna try to get Chloe all over again. So I'm just saying, Brady, sit your behind down somewhere. Anyways, last part, Jake, Gabby, Kate, that situation. So, Kate then told us her plans. Basically, her plans is to make Jake life a living hell. She don't want him back. He can go with Gabby. She gonna pretend like she blind. She gonna pretend like she's blind to get his attention, for she can hurt him, I guess the way he hurt her. And Jake, this is kind of your fault because you should have known better. How y'all go from good to going really good to going out on vacation together? Out of the blue, Kate breaks up and ends things with you. And you didn't try hard enough for me to try to realize that That was not Kay. That was somebody pretending to be her. Somebody basically had to explain to you that was not Kate. That was somebody else. And you can put two and two together and realize that you basically got played. You basically got lied, manipulated to. You basically didn't fight for Kate love harder than I thought you was going to fight for it. So I'm kind of going to blame you for this. And now that she for to play you the way you done played her, like Jake, like Chad say, have fun with your game. I'm here for it too. And Gabby, you'll take anybody sloppy seconds at this. I didn't told you once, I ain't told you twice. You're not gonna get what you want out of Jake. You're not. Especially with Kate playing blind. You want him to go ahead and tell this woman that we are together, you and Kate broken up. You basically want him to end things with Kate and basically want him to do the stuff you want him to do, even though he don't really want to do it or end things with her. He trying to keep you company while going spending all this time with Kay. If you don't see the game that he is using against you, Gabby, while you trying to tell this man what he should be doing when it involves Kay, and he's not listening to you at this point, you are a fool to continue whatever you got going on. And your sense is not going to keep you from worrying about Kay, being concerned about Kay, sitting at Kate's bedside. Ain't none of that going to stop none of that. Because you think you got the man, he's yours now, you stole it from Kay. You stole it for Kay. You finally got what you wanted, which is him. Ain't nothing gonna stop there. So if you think any of that gonna stop, and you think you're gonna basically try to force that man hand, or better yet, try to tell that man what he gonna do when it involves Kay, keep dreaming, my dear. Keep dreaming. But anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye.